Yeah, I'm back. Hellhound, and gonna go ahead and review the original Halloween. Wait, no, I already viewed this one. My bad. No, sorry. Halloween 2. No, I reviewed that one too. So it must be Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. No, wait, no. I just reviewed this. This was the last video I did. Halloween 3. Just did that one. So obviously it's got to be Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, because 4 comes after 3. Except, no, I reviewed this one too. So check all those reviews out if you haven't already. Now we're going to talk about Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Revenge of the Audience, maybe. I loved Halloween 4. I thought that was an excellent sequel. It was just awesome. It's my third favorite next to the first two films. And this honestly was a letdown. This was not a worthy follow-up to such a great film. It had its moments. There's some things I like about it, but overall, this is really disappointing. This movie could have been a lot better. Alright, let's get right into it. Okay, yeah, at the end of Halloween 4, Michael Myers was, like, buried alive, blah, 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 shot by all those cops and stuff, buried alive. His niece, the daughter of Laurie Strode, Jamie Lloyd, played by Danielle Harris, escaped his clutches with the help of her foster sister Rachel, played by Ellie Cornell. They got away from Michael Myers, he got buried alive, and he's been in a coma for a year. Well, he awakens and comes back after Jamie Lloyd, and it's pretty much like the same thing, except not done as well. Donald Pleasence returns as the excellent character Dr. Loomis, one of my favorite protagonists in a horror series ever. Pleasence is always awesome, he played Ernst Stavro Blofeld in the James Bond film You Only Live Twice, too, so he's an awesome villain, too, and an awesome hero. But, yeah, he's great, but even in this movie, he seems kind of bored. Like, his shtick has gotten kind of old, talking about Michael Myers and how evil he is and stuff. It's just, at this point, it's gotten kind of monotonous and repetitive and played out. He's still great, he's still got the burn scars from the end of the second film. He's still as obsessive as ever, he just wants to find Michael and put a stop to him. It's become like, he's always become as insane as the masked killer himself, just this obsessive pursuit of the pure evil Myers, who's an unstoppable force. But in this movie, they make him into a big old pussy. For one thing, he's played by Don Shanks, who takes over for George P. Wilbur from the fourth film. He'd return in the sixth film, too. And I don't know, he played Michael Myers like a stiff Frankenstein type who's like kind of clumsy. And at one point, Michael Myers even cries. Oh, God, it makes me want to cry just thinking about that. He sheds a tear. He takes his mask off and looks at his niece, Jamie Lloyd, and sheds a tear. Oh, God. Oh, gosh, I cringe thinking about it. Okay, I gotta change the subject. Oh, it's too horrible. That didn't happen. That did not happen. Michael Myers did not cry. And I know some people said he was doing it to trick her, but come on. How does he even have eyes? Weren't they shot out at the end of part 2? Maybe they shot around the eyes, or maybe he regenerates them. Anyway, who cares? Anyway, yeah, I love Danielle Harris. She's awesome. I loved her character, Jamie Lloyd. She was great in Halloween 4. But here, unfortunately, she, after murdering her foster mother, whatever, at the end of part 4, I thought that was an awesome direction to take the series in, by the way. I thought she was going to become evil. I wanted Michael Myers to return, of course, but I thought she was going to be like a killer, too. Maybe they teamed up and killed people together. I don't know. That was set up. It's just kind of ruined here. She's mute. She doesn't talk. She's silent for most of the film, which is irritating as hell. They kill off Rachel, who was one of the best characters in Halloween 4 early on. Now this irritating girl named Tina, who's like a bimbo, the IQ of a cockroach. She's just an airhead, an idiot, and man, she got on my nerves. She really tested my patience. I was just thinking, Michael, kill her. Please kill her. There's a pretty cool scene in a barn where Michael Myers kills all these teenagers. I think he stabs one of them with a pitchfork or something. And I don't like the way Don Shanks plays, and the mask doesn't look very good either. And there's a mysterious man in black who arrives in town on a bus. He's got these silver-tipped shoes. He's chain smoking, and what is his deal? How's his connection to Myers? A lot of people hated that subplot, but I thought it was kind of interesting. I thought it did something different. But unfortunately, I didn't like where it went in the sixth film. But more on that later. That'll be the next video. Michael has a tattoo of a thorn symbol on his wrist, and they go into further explanation with that in the next film, which this one's setting up. I think at the time this was released, they didn't know what they were going to do with the Man in Black. They didn't know who he was. There was speculation. And I read somewhere that he was originally planned to be Michael Myers' twin brother, Kenneth Myers. Kenneth Myers? Come on, where do they come up with this stuff? First, he killed his sister. Then it turns out Laurie's his sister in part 2. Now he has a twin brother we never heard about. I guess they did away with that, but if the replacement we got in part 6 wasn't really that great either, so but whatever, yeah. Halloween 5, Revenge of Michael Myers. There's a lot of goofy, silly moments, not too much comic relief. It's not as violent or dark as the other ones. You know, some good Halloween atmosphere here and there, but not quite enough. Yeah, he survived a shootout, the fatal fall down a mine shaft at the end of part 4, but then some hobo takes care of him before he wakes up. There's just 2 comic relief cops, these 2 bumbling, idiotic police officers are always accompanied by this weird, bouncy clown music. It's like, what the hell? Is this a Halloween film or what? Yeah, more irritating characters, some annoying kid. Yeah, even Jamie wasn't, you know, that good in this movie because she doesn't talk for most of the movie, which I couldn't stand. A lot of things just really grated my nerves. Yeah, definitely not a good follow-up to Part 4. Could have been way better. Again, though, it does have its moments. I thought the Man in Black was kind of interesting. You know, it kind of kept it fresh. You know, they did keep my interest. I wanted to see where they went with that, even though I didn't really like where it turned out, where it led to. Yeah, Jamie finds herself the object of Michael's murderous rage. And, yeah, as I said, Donald Pleasance is always cool. You know, Dr. Loomis is great, as usual. But, you know, even he wasn't enough to save this movie from being one of the lesser sequels. The next film, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, was an improvement, I'd say, but still not as good as the others. I guess it would be my 4th favorite next to the first 2 and the 4th film, I guess. It's kind of hard between Curse of Michael Myers and H2O. Both of them have their strong points, but both of them have their flaws. You know, Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, more on this in the next video, but I just want to get out of the way that what makes him so scary is you don't know why he's so evil. He's evil incarnate. He woke up one day and wanted to kill people. I think when they gave him an sister in part 2, I thought that kind of demeaned him a little bit. It kind of gave him a motivation and like more of an origin. He's just an evil, unstoppable force. I prefer it that way. He's mysterious. He has no conscience. You know, he has no MO. But then, you know, they give him an origin, they make him controlled by a cult of, you know, the druids and stuff and followers, and he has somebody who controls him, and they're defeated by stones on the floor. I don't care for that, so I'm not a huge fan of Curse of Michael Myers, though it is better than this one. And at least, I guess, I appreciate them trying something different, but again, if they give Michael Myers an origin, I'm never going to like that. I'm never going to agree with it. I think he's just being mysterious. I think we should, if he kept a mystery as to why he does what he does, he's just an evil, unstoppable force. So yeah, the whole thorn stuff, the tattoo, it's for the birds. And then H2O was more focused. It wasn't as convoluted as Part 6, but like, you know, it felt too watered down, PG-13 horror. It felt like a Scream sequel. Even the cover looks like one of those modern, you know, late 90s, early 2000s horror movies inspired by Scream. You know, I Know You Did Last Summer and stuff. It felt like Michael Myers walked on the set of Dawson's Creek. But it was cool to see, you know, Laurie Strode's storyline continue, so... But anyway, I'm talking about Halloween 6 and 7 when, you know, this is the video for part 5. My bad. I'll talk more on those when they get their respective videos. But I kind of want to get that out of the way because I'm about to go to work soon. It might be a while before I get those videos. So I'll give you guys a quick preview, a quick short summary of what I'm going to do in my videos for part 6 and 7. It's going to be exciting, so stay tuned. I know you can hardly wait. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Not a good follow-up to Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. But again, there's some things I did like about it. I wouldn't call it complete crap, but it is definitely one of the lesser sequels. It's not the absolute worst. You know, that'd be like Halloween Resurrection and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. But it's, you know, it's pretty mediocre nonetheless. But, you know, I guess you do have to watch it if you're having a marathon, but... That's about it. And again, yeah, there are some good things. Dr. Loomis is great. Danielle Harris is great when she starts talking again. I hate that they killed off Rachel, though. She was cool. But it does make Michael Myers look more insatiable, you know, more of a murderer. You know, I guess he did get his revenge, technically, since she had a hand in, you know, defeating him in Part 4. But anyway, yeah. Okay, this review's over. I'm Hellhound, and until next time, later.